Anybody?
Okay, Nancy?
All participants are off hold.
The Tuesday, December 10th, 2024 special meeting of the Wyckoff Township Committee is now in session. Roll call, Nancy?
Mr. Lane?
Present.
Mr. Madigan?
Here.
Mr. Melchione is absent. Mr. Shanley?
Here.
And Mr. Boonstra.
Here. Nancy, if you'll read the special meeting statement, please.
Yes. This special meeting of the Wyckoff Township Committee is now in session. In accordance with the Open Public Meetings Act, notice of this meeting has been posted on the bulletin board in Memorial Town Hall. A copy has been filed with the municipal clerk and posted on the municipal website, and a copy has been emailed to the Record, the Ridgewood News, and the North Jersey Herald News, all newspapers having a general circulation throughout the Township of Wyckoff. At least 48 hours prior to this meeting, the agenda thereof was similarly posted, filed, and emailed to said newspapers. As part of this meeting, the Township has provided a virtual participation accommodation for an individual due to documented medical circumstances. This accommodation is being made exclusively for this individual in compliance with applicable law, including the Americans with Disabilities Act and the New Jersey Law Against Discrimination. It is not available to other members of the public who are required to attend in person should they wish to participate in the meeting. The conference line will remain open in listen-only mode for the entire meeting to allow the participant to listen. During the public comment period, the line will be unmuted to provide the participant with the opportunity to address the Township Committee, consistent with the rights afforded to all members of the public. The total time allotted for public comment is 10 minutes, with a 2-minute limit per speaker. At the conclusion of the public comment period, the conference line will be returned to listen-only mode. The chair reserves the right to mute the conference line if individual comments exceed the 2-minute limit or otherwise violate the Township's procedural rules for public participation. This accommodation has been provided to ensure compliance with medical considerations while maintaining the integrity of public participation and adherence to the established rules for engagement during this meeting. It does not set a precedent for future meetings and is based solely on the specific circumstances presented for this session. Let the record reflect that this meeting is being conducted in compliance with all applicable laws and regulations.
Thank you, Nancy. If everyone would rise, we'll have a flag salute. Ready, salute, begin. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Be seated. All right, I'll take a motion to open the meeting for 10 minutes for public comment period.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Boonstra?
Yes?
Mr. Lane?
Aye.
Mr. Madigan?
Yes.
And Mr. Shanley?
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, the motion is approved.
Thank you. The 10-minute period will be 2 minutes per speaker. That's our procedure. And comment on any governmental issue that a member of the public feels may be of concern to the residents of the Township of Wyckoff. The open public meeting comment period is now open. Each speaker will have up to 2 minutes to address the Township Committee. Anyone wishing to address the Township Committee on a government issue that may be concerned of the residents, please step to the microphone.
All participants are unmuted.
Please be respectful and concise in your remarks. At this time, Mr. Cavallo, please unmute the participant, which you've done, on the conference line to allow anyone on the line who may wish to address the committee.
Good evening, committee members. Thank you for allowing me to present and speak this evening.
Sir, you just say your name and address, please.
Oh, yes, of course.
Okay.
My name is Kevin Esposito. My address is 41 Highland Drive, West Caldwell, New Jersey, 07006. I proudly serve as the president of the Association of Municipal Tax Assessors of New Jersey. I'm here tonight along with a number of members of my association. Our past president, Angela Matisse, is here to express our concerns about the Township's proposed resolution 24-300 and request that the committee table the resolution so that these concerns can be addressed. The association is a nonprofit organization organized for the purpose of improving and advancing the professionalism of the tax assessment profession. It serves as a resource to all branches of our state government. Given its history and composition, the association has extensive knowledge of standards of tax assessment practice in New Jersey, including the legal and procedural components of the tax assessment practice. The association has a long history of participating in litigation and other disputes involving municipal tax assessors, either informally, as I'm doing here tonight, or as a party of amicus to litigation. Resolution number 24-300 authorizes the immediate suspension of his assessor without pay and further directs the assessor to return certain materials and technology items to the township no later than Friday, 13th, December 24th. With all due respect, there is no legal authority or procedural whatsoever for a municipality to take matters into its own hands and suspend a sitting assessor with or without pay and demand the return of her files so that she can no longer carry out her statutory responsibilities. Thus, Resolution 24-300 appears to be starkly illegal and an unauthorized action, which may embroil all of us in needless litigation. The cost of this, of course, action will ultimately be borne not by you, not by me, not even by your assessor, but by all taxpayers in the municipality. We appreciate that you are directing your removal action to the Division of Taxation, and that it is the only entity with the power to remove a tenured assessor from office under NJSA 54:1-35.31. However, until such time as your assessor is removed from office after a proper hearing before the director, she remains your assessor, who must be allowed to continue the function and carry out her statutory responsibilities. We have reviewed the proposed resolution with the association's legal counsel and offer the following comments. Most critical, New Jersey has a comprehensive statutory scheme governing the duties and responsibilities of a municipal assessor that has been interpreted in numerous published court opinions. Succinctly, tax assessors assess properties as agents of the legislature and not as agents or employees of the municipalities. In order to protect and insulate assessors from potential municipal interference, tenured assessors, such as the township's assessor, can only be removed from office from the director of the Division of Taxation for good cause. I'm almost done, I'm sorry.
We're good.
In addition, municipalities are statutorily precluded from reducing their assessors' salaries. Finally, decades of published case law has continuously underscored the fundamental practice of tax assessment must be able to act independently of municipal control or intimidation and be able to perform their duties without fear or favor and free from pressure and harassment. In short, municipalities cannot interfere with the tax assessor's discharge of her constitutional and statutory responsibilities. The association is not aware of any authority, statutory, regulatory, or case law that permits municipalities to suspend its assessor without pay. As recognized by the Appellate Division in Carlson versus City of Hackensack, NJSA 40A-9-165 expressively prohibits any reduction in the assessor's salary with or without good cause for the term of her office. Suspension without pay is nothing more than reduction of salary to zero and an action expressly prohibited by statute. The association's concerns with the proposed resolution 24-300 is that by suspending its assessor without pay and requiring her to return properly to the municipality by Friday, the township is unquestionably interfering with the assessor's ability to perform her job, including an immediate concern, the assessor's ability to file and certify the township's tax list as required by law by January 10, 2025. Again, the association is respectfully urging the Township Committee to table Resolution 24-300 so the concerns expressed by the association can be addressed and that any action taken by the municipality with regard to the assessor adheres to the established statutory scheme and case law. Thank you for your time and consideration. Greatly appreciated.
Thank you, sir, for your comments. Anyone else wish to address the Township Committee?
Yes,
Okay?
this is Pamela Steele, the tax assessor. I'm unable to be there tonight due to the fact that I have lung cancer and must remain out of public meetings. I have been employed by Wyckoff in the town hall for 30 years and provided dedicated and exceptional service. There has been no incident or blemish on my career. The proposed action at this meeting is illegal. My supervisor at the Bergen County Board of Taxation has written and instructed and directed the Township Committee that they are without the legal authority to do and take action as they plan to tonight. They've also been contacted by the Assessors Association's attorneys and equally advised again that this is an unlawful action and prohibited by law. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Thank you, Pam. Anyone else wish to address the Township Committee?
There being, anybody? There being none, a motion to close the public comment
Okay.
section.
Second.
Second?
Mr. Boonstra,
Yes?
Mr. Lane,
Aye.
Mr. Madigan,
Yes.
and Mr. Shanley.
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, the motion is approved.
Now, we have been respectfully asked by Mr. Esposito to table this motion. Is there any thought that anyone here has to tabling the motion?
I think it should be tabled.
Is there a second? I hear no second, so for lack of a second, the motion dies in its place.
Ready? Can I go?
Mr. Cavallo, you have returned the mic to listen only at this point?
Yes.
Thank you. Discussion. I'll take a motion on Resolution 24-300, authorizing petition to remove and notice of suspension.
I move Resolution 24-300, resolution authorizing petition for removal and notice of suspension.
On advice of counsel, I second it.
It's been moved and seconded. Any discussion? Roll call, Nancy, please.
Mr. Boonstra,
Yes.
Mr. Lane,
Aye.
Mr. Madigan,
Yes.
and Mr. Shanley.
Because of Robert Layton, the tax administrator's letter to us that we don't have authority to do that, and the opinions of the municipal assessors of New Jersey, and the fact that I'm an attorney, I think we don't have the authority, so I'm gonna vote no.
Motion carries.
Motion to adjourn?
Second.
Mr. Boonstra,
Yes.
Mr. Lane,
Aye.
Mr. Madigan,
Yes.
and Mr. Shanley.
Yes.
With an affirmative vote, we are adjourned.